There's nothing wrong with the knife per se, but I did go ahead and sell it just because it's not as comfortable as I thought it would be. It's a little bulky throughout the middle, especially right there. Uh, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's a $300 knife, but it just does not fit my hand. I mean, I've got to be honest about it and realistic. And also, I need money for bills right now, so I went ahead and sold it. Got my money back out of it. It's a beautiful knife. I hate selling it. I might kick myself in the ass down the road, but I mean, even if I didn't need money, I don't have that much use for a knife that's made to be used that I'm afraid to use or afraid to get scratched. I mean, there's a few things that are what I would call faults in my eyes. It's got to fit my hand very well. It's got to be flatter here in the middle. I mean, it's like I'm gripping a hoe or a broom handle almost. It's just too round. I don't like that. I like a more flat handle. I don't mind a little bit rounded on the sides, but it's got to have a little flatness so I can index it. Now this one maybe is meant to be round to be comfortable in all angles and all ways because it's a carving knife. Maybe that's my fault, but I only know what my hands are telling me. Maybe it's because my hands are small. I do have very small hands. Size 7 glove. This might be the extra thick version of the knife. I'm not sure. I got it on eBay, secondhand. There was no sheath with it, unfortunately. I was going to buy a sheath, but sheaths are around $100 from Adventure Sworn, so I chose not to right now because I didn't think I could get my money back in time. It's a beautiful knife. I mean, it's a kind of a reddish, coppery. I'm guessing it's alder burl or maybe maple burl with maple burl bottom, and it's got red or maroon micarta liners with red vulcanized fiber liners in between and copper eye bolts or rivets. I mean, it's 1/8 inch 01 steel. It's a beautiful knife. I mean, it's razor sharp. I mean, I know it looks like it's got a patina on it, but that's just the way the oil is on it. I had the blade wrapped up in a plastic bag for protection, and that's just the pattern that it was pressed onto it. But there is no patina on it whatsoever. It's just from the bag. I mean, it's a beautiful knife. I love that pattern. Beautiful, beautiful handle shape, beautiful workmanship. The colors on it are just exquisite, but I like a flatter grind, a lot sharper, flatter grind. They could have really just used up that last 1/8 of an inch and brought it down to the handle. I mean, it's not something that would break the deal for me if I were happy with the rest of it, honestly, but I need something that is not going to fight my hand, something that I'm comfortable with. The blade shape is absolutely perfect. I need a sharp tip, and I like a sharp tip on a knife, especially a bushcraft knife. That is absolutely a perfect blade shape. I would prefer a patina or a forged finish on the back of it. I like the rough look. The workmanship and the materials, certainly nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. I like the underliners there. micarta. But honestly, I mean, as much as I love the burl, I would probably prefer a micarta handle, maybe a tan or brown micarta, canvas micarta, or green or olive drab canvas with the contrasting color liner underneath, just to be more workmanlike and more resistant to damage and scuffs. Because I mean, you don't, if you're concentrating on not getting your knife scuffed, you're not going to be doing the work that's needed of it, which sucks, because this is one of the most expensive knives I've ever had, definitely. Probably the most beautiful. But I think my next knife, if I can possibly find it, is going to be the John Deering knives Sami Puukko, which is exactly like this in shape and I believe size and materials, except I might be able to get a forged finish and my choice of materials, hopefully. Since it's not my knife anymore, I can't do any cutting tests or any kind of work with it. I wasn't going to anyways, really, unless I decided it was going to be mine. And even then, I mean, it's kind of a shame just to mess it up, just to make a video. I mean, there's not that much difference between knives when you get into this price range. If it's the same materials, 01 tool steel, the Rockwell hardness is probably going to be around 58, 60, something like that. Scandi ground, 1/8 inch thick. And there's not going to be a significant difference, probably. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but from my close to 30 years of experience with knives, I found out that usually there's not. And I mean, everybody expects a custom knife or expensive knife to be like Excalibur, but a lot of times, I mean, it is what it is. It's 1/8 inch 01 steel, which, I mean, right now it's getting a lot of hype from the Bushcraft crowd, but honestly, it's very average tool steel, everyday tool steel. That's been around for many, many decades. Which there's nothing wrong with that. But let's just be honest, it's not magic. It's not going to cut through solid stone or anything, of course. It's going to do the job, just like any other knife. I mean, honestly, I could do just as well probably with a $20 Mora. I mean, it probably would get duller quicker, but I could do the job just as well. And much as I hate admitting that, because we all like nice gear and, you know, looking for that perfect knife or that perfect piece of equipment. But for $300, I would want just a little bit more, personally, a little bit more comfort mainly, and a little bit flatter Scandi grind, and my choice of materials, and a sheath, of course, which is a big part of it. Yeah, that's about it, though. So hopefully I'll have a chance to make a longer, more thorough video on it before it goes out tomorrow. But if not, this is it. So I appreciate you guys watching. This is Mr. Rude Cat 45. Thank you.